Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe
Is
you
this the
did.
one like he also got like he jumped in a thing with a bull? No?
I
And
don't
he
know. He's done a lot. So
like he's done a lot
I've
of crazy
seen,
shit.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
done like a lot of pranks on like celebrities, and then he'll do like pranks. Like he did this one where he's in a bus and he's pretending to get ahead in the bus. Yeah, he this girl, and he puts like a jacket over her head. He just starts going, oh, in the bus.
Oh my.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right? I'm like, whoa.
Oh.
I was like, bro, you're wild. He's like, of course I am.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm like, oh shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and now he's doing like boxing, like
Yeah, that's the guy I'm thinking about. Yeah. My
yeah.
father is a huge fan of him.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
he sends me his clips and
Oh
yeah.
wow. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
So
funny.
yeah.
That you
So
have you done any pranks with him?
he's asked me to do a couple pranks, but I ended up not doing them. I
No,
was like,
he's too crazy.
mm, I don't know what's gonna happen.
You don't know. Yeah, with him you never know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I just I
You
let other people
chickened
do.
out. Look at you.
Yeah, I chickened out. I chickened out. He's too wild.
Too wild.
Yeah, I can't keep up.
Yeah. Are we on? So we are on, right? Okay, hey guys. Well, I have a very funny, very exciting guest. I found him right now on the street. I'm kidding. He got lost on the way. He got lost on the way. So, but he's here now. Very funny. Very. His energy is always like very high and like very. I don't know. There's something about his energy. Like I'm always happy to see him on stage and behind the scenes. Please welcome Steven Briggs.
Hey, yes, 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 I am here. What's
Yeah.
going on? Oh, this is a nice house that you live in.
It's a studio. Yeah, yeah. Soul, I'm moving in here. Have you heard it?
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I
No.
love it.
Yeah, well, thank you for being here. Thank you for
Yeah.
making time. I know you're super, super busy.
I appreciate you having me. This is very nice.
It's
We were
very
just
nice.
talking about Turkey, and you were like, "I love the Turkish men." And I was like, when I go there in May, I will let them all know.
Yeah, there's Anya out there in
Yeah.
Los Angeles.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
loves you
There's
guys.
going to be at least 2,500 Turkish men moving here now to try to court you.
Yeah, but you know what I like about Turkish men? That they're not afraid to pursue women. Like you
Mm.
go to Turkey, they're gonna stop you on the streets. They're gonna freaking follow you. Like I know it sounds like stalkish, but for a woman, like because when you ask people, like yeah, they approach you, they hit on you on the bars, but they're not as aggressive. And Turkish men are aggressive,
Yes,
so like that feels good.
but in Russia, aren't the Russian
Oh yeah,
guys?
they're like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I don't
exactly.
like Russian men. They're like
Ooh, really? Why?
because they become like too possessive. Like once they feel like they have you,
Yeah.
like they take ownership.
Oh,
Like you're supposed
wow.
to do like whatever they tell you to do and say don't say anything or like it's very
Okay, so let's pretend that you're a Russian man and I'm your girlfriend. And
okay, let's role play.
give me like okay, like I am going out tonight.
Oh, what are you wearing?
My clothes.
This is really provocative. First of all, you stay in home. Second of all, if you live in the house, you have to cover yourself up
What?
and wash your face. You have too much makeup on.
You met me like this. You liked all this
Yeah,
before.
for me.
Oh, how dare you?
For me, I pay for a bill, so I own you.
Oh,
I bought you this clothes, you wear it for me.
oh.
You see?
Wow,
That feels
really?
bad,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It
I
feels
couldn't go out.
No, you
I
can't.
had to just I had too much makeup on. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I thought I did my makeup right, but I had too much makeup on.
Makeup on.
Yeah.
And you look too pretty. No, you can't.
Wow. And then but the Turkish men are more sweet.
Well, I
Or
never dated Turkish
oh,
men,
okay.
but like
But
I
they might
just
be as possessive too.
they might be possessive. Actually, I think they're more possessive, but it just
They're more possessive actually.
I just like the attention. You go there, you get the
Yeah.
attention, you feel good. You're like, okay, I'm hot, and you go back.
Mm. But and you said like over in the States, they give you attention, but they're more shy about it, or they only do it in certain locations, like a bar.
A bar is like safe environment because they know if a woman goes to the bar, it means she doesn't mind to be approached,
Mhm.
right? And if they hear a no, they think it's a no. But for Russian women, when we say no, it actually means maybe.
So you always have to give the no first.
Oh,
Is that
like
how it goes?
I know I'm changing my mentality. I'm living here for 10 years, so like I'm slowly changing. But yeah, in Russia, you have to like guy no like 10 times.
10
Like
times no.
even more. Like he has to like hear no a lot because even if I say yes to a guy, he's like, oh, she's too easy. Like it take he's gonna take it in the wrong way.
Oh, really?
And the more you like a guy in Russia, the less you show it. Yeah, I
Wow.
have to treat him like a real bitch.
I love it. Okay, so a guy in Russia, you like him, he comes up to you.
Yeah,
He'll come up to you on the street right away.
yeah.
And what's a typical way that a Russian guy will hit on you?
Oh, like oh, you look so beautiful. Can I buy a coffee? Can I buy a flower? Where are you going?
And
What
you're
do you,
like, and if you really like him, you look at him, you go, "No, go to hell."
No, absolutely. He's like, no, I'm not interested. I'm like, no, don't, please stop talking to me. And keep going. He would continue walking after you.
Wow. Okay, that makes so much sense because my Russian buddy I was telling you
Yeah.
about earlier, he does like pickup artist videos on
Yeah.
his YouTube now. And we had some friends that were like they couldn't get girls, so he's
Mhm.
like, I train you.
Teacher.
So he was taking him on the street. This is what we're doing today. He goes, you need to talk to 20 women in 10 minutes.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
and I was like, 20 women in 10 minutes? Like, one of our other buddies was telling me about this. And I was like, how did you talk to 20 women in 10 minutes? He goes, he told me, you don't even need to ask their name. You just walk up and say, give me your phone number now.
How many women gave the phone number?
I don't know. I didn't go to this. I just heard about it. But I thought it was wild. I was like, he
It
was
is.
trying to recruit my brother. My older brother
Mhm.
just got divorced.
Mhm.
And he's like, you need to come with me. He's like, I used to be pickup artist in Russia. He's like, I show you how to pick up women.
Women.
Yeah.
But I bet a lot of women would give a number because when a guy asks me for a number, I'm like, oh, that's hard because most of the guys nowadays like, oh, what's your IG? No, I don't want
Mm.
to give my IG. It's such a pussy move, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Right?
get my number, you know? So when a
Yeah.
guy asks me for a number, I'm like, even if I'm not really interested, but I'm like, oh, he's legit. He's asking for my number.
Yeah.
He's like a little bit more serious intentions. I'm like, okay, I might give him my number, you know?
Yeah. 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 You know, it's so crazy because the girl I'm seeing right now, I asked her for IG. So I just found out I'm a pussy.
Steven. But she gave you the IG, right?
No, she didn't.
Oh,
She didn't.
I like her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
She did.
like her
She
already.
said no. She's like, and then I said, well, then how am I supposed to find you? She's like, you'll find me if it's meant to be.
How did you find her?
Well, eventually I just chased her like a Russian man.
Oh, I knew I liked you from the beginning. How did you chase her?
I just eventually, like I kept on I found out where she was going next. I show up there, I say hi again. I say, how about IG now? She goes, no, how about drink? And I go, okay, drink.
High
Buy a
five,
drink.
man.
Yeah.
High
Hey,
five.
there we go. I was like, I went at her full Russian.
Full Russian. And
Yes.
she eventually gave in.
She eventually gave in.
You see, guys, that shit works.
It works.
It works.
It
That's what you
works.
need to do, guys.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
need to be like consistent. Don't
Consistent.
give up.
Yeah, yeah. Don't give up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's Steven the guy who writes all the horror books.
Stephen King.
Stephen King, that guy. Yeah, he has like this book called Writing, and he
Mm-hmm.
talks about how he was getting rejected, and he would take the rejection notes and he put a nail through to hold them all up, and eventually they got so heavy that they fell down. So he had to get a train track nail, and he put a train track nail on the holding of all the rejections that he had.
And eventually he broke
Eventually,
through.
yeah, and then eventually became Stephen King.
Well, that's a life story. It's a
Yeah,
it's
and
a
right when I saw that, I said, Stephen King Russian?
Russian? Is he Russian? He
Yeah,
could be.
yeah. I was like, he deals really well with the rejection. It almost
rejection.
turns them on,
Yeah, right.
right?
Eventually.
So the Russian guys, they like when you reject them.
Oh, they love
They
it.
love it.
They love it so much. It makes me more horny. It's like, oh, she's a real queen. Like I'm gonna go after her. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Have you ever slapped? Done the slap?
I almost broke a nose to one guy.
Really?
Yeah, he was following me in a nightclub, and he was like a friend of a friend that I knew, and he was really annoying, and he was really drunk. I'm like, hey, you drunk? Don't talk to me when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Talk to me when you're sober. He was keep talking, 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 and I'm like, just please don't talk to me. And he touched my shoulder. I'm like, don't touch me. He touched me again. I'm like, don't touch me. He touched me again, and then I turn around and I punch him.
Oh.
And
And he thought you were flirting. He's like, she likes me.
yeah, but like, yeah, he probably,
Probably.
but he
Turned
didn't.
him on. He's like,
Yeah.
this is a real Russian
Russian
woman.
woman.
Yes, I must have her.
But the problem is like I live like not a small city, but everybody kind of know each other. Everybody like people go out.
Yeah.
So next morning, the whole town knew about that scenario. But it was like we were in a nightclub, right? So
Yeah.
everybody knew, and the guy was kind of known in town. Like he owned a bank in town, so like everybody knew him.
He owned a bank in town?
Yeah. Like Anya, what did you do? I'm like, he pissed me off, what? Yeah, so anyway, but all his friends were making fun of him after that, so it kind of worked out.
Wow. He owned a bank.
He
You
owned a
think he would come with some better moves? Like,
He was stupid. He should
wow.
have just thrown money at me,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Just make it rain on you, you know?
Oh my gosh, I would give in so easily. Like, I would do-
Me too. Me too. I'd be like, okay.
Okay,
Uh,
just give it in, give it
Yeah,
in.
yeah, please. Just take me. Take me. Take me.
Right
me to
here.
the bank.
Right
Take me to
here.
the bank right now. Make a deposit. Come on. Come on.
I can introduce you to him. He's
Oh,
still
yeah,
alive.
yeah, yeah, please do. I'll punch him in the nose.
Damn, what a story. Okay, going back to you. Where are you
Okay.
from originally?
Originally from New York, and I went to military school in Texas because I was a bad boy. Yeah.
Oh, that's getting interesting. More
Not
interesting.
really. I mean, now
Okay.
after hearing about the Russian and Turkey
Hmm.
men, probably not that bad of a boy.
What did you do?
I made counterfeit money, allegedly.
How old were you?
15.
Okay, you more Russians than you think you are. I have 3 friends in Russia who are right now in jail for making fake money,
Really?
fake US dollars. Yeah.
Wow.
So, but they did it when they were in their 20s. You did it when you're 15.
Yeah,
Damn,
yeah.
respect.
Thank you.
I'm like, I'm
Appreciate
sorry.
it.
I'm like,
Let's go. Let's go. Uh-huh.
Did you
You
make
too can be a criminal.
and you should be proud of it. Okay, I'm kidding.
Yes.
Why did you start to comedy?
I started doing comedy when I was 22.
Okay, how old are you now? Do you mind me asking?
How old do you think I am?
32?
No, yeah, whatever women say, it's always older. You're thinking, so you're probably like 40. Like you
No,
think?
I don't think
No,
40.
no,
No.
35.
You're 35. Okay, you look good for your age.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you very
Yeah.
much. Most people tell me that I look exactly my age. Or the other day I was talking to somebody, and this girl goes, "Yeah, and you're like 40, right?" And there's a group of us, and I just go, "Yes," because I can't be like, "No, I'm 35." I can't just bring it down. No, I just
yeah.
gotta sit in that.
But if you shave, you're gonna be like 25.
If I don't know, I haven't shaved in a minute. I don't know. I'm scared to see what's under there. I think if I shave under there, it'll be just a little Russian man talking to women. Just
Little
like, "Hey, what's up, girl? Hey, give me your number. Give me your number. Give it to me."
Well, you're so used to it. You're like, nope, I'm keeping it. I'm
Yeah,
keeping
yeah,
it.
yeah. Well, I don't. You know, it's weird. It's like, I guess not a lot of guys can grow good beards.
Mm-hmm.
So I just been getting all this beard money. Company's been hiring me to like use the product.
Are you for real? How much
Mhm.
money are you making out of it?
Like a good like thousands of dollars.
Damn, maybe I should. I don't know. I wish I could just make extra money on a beard.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you get
On a
like
beard.
commercial stuff or like
Yeah,
what?
yeah. It's just like like all these like random like beard like commercials and stuff. Just because like one, not everyone can audition for it because not
Mm-hmm.
everyone has a beard. Most people don't. I don't
Yeah,
think want a beard in LA,
but I think it's
right?
also not everybody
If they're
can.
acting and stuff like that, they don't.
Yes, they don't, but it's also not everybody can grow it. Like I've seen guys like with weird beard, like longer on one side. Like
Yeah, yeah.
it's
It's
like
all patchy.
yeah, like they
Yeah,
don't have good genes. Like you have
exactly.
good
Yeah, yeah.
genes.
It's
Yeah.
like one side's growing longer than the other one. It's like their
Yeah.
balls, right? One's hanging lower. It's just
How many
bizarre.
balls have you seen?
Too many. I went to a military school. Went to an all boys school. Yeah.
You guys show each other balls? That's what you do?
We don't show each other balls. We're not like, "Hey, check out my balls."
But how do you
You
see them?
know? But just like it's a bunch of guys, you're
Yeah.
walking around, you don't even care. You're just like, I went to Burning Man too. A lot of balls at Burning Man.
I went to the nude beach once and it was
Yeah.
a big mistake. I'd never go
Oh,
again.
right.
It was a
The
bunch of
nude
old
beach is bad because they're not putting the sunblock there, so it's just great balls of fire down there. They're burning up.
and they're old.
Yeah, oh,
Oh
yeah.
my god. It what
Yeah.
if I ever had an idea of maybe dating an older man after seeing that, I'm like, no.
Well, I
No.
gotta tell you, sometimes you look in the sand and you see footprints, but then it looks like a snail is falling behind. It's just those balls are just dragging through the sand.
It's horrible. It's just
But I think it's good because also, isn't it like it's like when you use like a scrub, it's kind of taking off the
oh,
dead
dead
skin.
skin. Yes,
It's
that's what they do,
yeah,
right?
taking off the dead skin of the balls
It's like a
for them.
massage.
Yeah, I
It's like a
guess.
massage too,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's good. It's like
Is there any way man can like do procedure to get the balls up, like to lift them up?
oh my! I was in Reno doing the Laugh Factory last week, and this girl I started talking to, she goes, I do her job. I go, what do you do for work? She goes, oh, I do like Botox and stuff like that for
Mm-hmm.
people. I do filler and stuff like that. And I was like, what's the craziest thing you ever done? She goes, I've done balls. Done Botox and balls, and she told me it's called Scrotox.
Scrotox.
Yeah. And I was like, really? And she's like, yeah, it's if guys want to hang lower and knock out some of the wrinkles and stuff like that. Scrotox. And I said, oh, wow, that's really crazy. I'm like, do you think you can do for me detox? I've been meaning to do a
Yeah.
detox.
Put them down. Put them.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, she should go to the nude beach and give out her business cards. I'm sure she's gonna get a lot of friends there.
Oh, yes.
Wow. But I have a girlfriend in Miami and she also like does Botox and stuff. But she had told me there's one product. It's not Botox, something else. She injects in a man penis and it gets a little bit bigger. And she had a
What's this
70s.
item?
Sveta, I need to call you to find out the name. Comment below what's the name of the product.
Wait, you have to inject it into your penis?
Penis. She
Oh,
inje-
that's a lot though. Like, does it last like longer than 24 hours? Is
No,
it like,
it does. It
oh,
does.
it's like a month
It's
thing?
like a
'Cause then-
filler basically.
Oh,
So
wow. Okay.
fillers last, I don't know, like up to a year.
Okay.
And she had a 76 or 77-year-old man come in and do this procedure regularly. I'm
Oh.
like, wow, this guy.
Regularly. So if it lasts a year and he's doing it regularly, like
Maybe
let's
like
say if he's doing it like each
every-
month, that means he's just adding,
adding and adding
adding
and
and adding because it's not going away. The filler's not going away. So
Yeah.
I'm imagining his penis looks kind of like when you see those guys who put the filler in their arms and they have
Yeah.
the big buff arms, but they're not.
But
They don't
then
work out.
above,
Yeah, it's just like about to explode. I'm
Yeah.
guessing this guy's penis is like
like
that.
that. Yeah, not proportional, disproportional.
Yeah, yeah. It's just really
just one. Yeah,
crazy.
but this man is old man, and he's still out there.
He must be Russian.
No, he's American.
Oh, he is American?
He's American white Republican.
Oh, wow.
Like deep core.
That does sound actually very Republican.
Yeah, let me
Yeah,
work
yeah.
on my dick.
Yeah, yeah. Let me work my dick.
Not my personality, my dick. Okay.
I feel bad for her. She just has to hold this 76-year-old man's like penis, and then she just takes it, and stabs it.
That's what, but I also thought like maybe he's even going there to see her because he knows the younger, pretty Russian woman gonna hold his penis.
Oh, okay.
Like maybe it's also like a thing for him.
How-
But she wears gloves. I'm asked like, do you wear gloves? She's like, yeah, I wear gloves. When I do that.
yeah. Wow.
That's.
I wonder how much this procedure is.
I don't think it's that much.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe like
I
500
gotta
bucks.
schedule an
Five-
appointment.
500 bucks. Said, I'm sending you clients now. Get ready. You're gonna
I'm
get really
showing
busy.
I'm me and the 76-year-old man, aka my dad.
But they do also, oh my gosh, my another friend, she's Jewish, and she told me a story because men apparently can do a procedure like plastic surgery to get their penis bigger.
Mhm.
And there's one man who was in their 60s. He did this procedure. He's very Israeli, very Jewish, and he died after procedure.
What?
And they had to explain to Rabbi why he died. Because like it's a Jewish thing, I guess. The Rabbi has to know to serve the ceremony or whatever.
Yeah.
Like imagine going to your Rabbi, I'm like, hey, my dad died because he was trying to get his dick bigger, but he never came out.
What killed him?
I don't know. I guess anesthesia and something went wrong. And he just never
Oh.
woke up after the surgery.
Wow.
Things men do for their dicks. Isn't it crazy?
It's so crazy.
Have you done anything crazy?
For my dick?
Yeah.
No. The good Lord just blessed me. I haven't had to do anything. It's all natural.
All
you know.
natural.
I'd even cut the tip. I left it on there. I left it the way God intended.
Yeah, just natural.
Yeah,
Organic.
nice. Yeah, organic. This is organic dick right here. Okay, this is no pesticides, nothing added,
Nothing.
no
added.
steroids.
Farm. How does it say? Farm
Yeah,
raised?
yeah.
No. Cage free.
Yeah, this is cage free right here. This is cage free huevos rancheros.
Advertisement.
Yes, it's good.
Well, your girl is gonna get really jealous right now. She's like, "What are you doing?"
She'll just be like, yeah,
Whatever.
whatever. She's like, somebody take it off my plate for a minute.
For a minute.
Yeah. She's like, oh, brother.
I'm willing to share.
Yeah. She's like, I'm willing to share. She's like, I don't want any more of that all-you-can-eat buffet.
Too much.
Too much.
Too much.
She's like, She's like, send him to Russia.
You're gonna be very popular in Russia.
I want to go. I've never been.
Oh my gosh. I mean, not now, but you would have a blast.
Yeah.
There are so many gorgeous women. Now it's cheaper, and it just.
This is what my buddy was telling me. My buddy I was telling you that's Russian.
Mhm.
So he came down and we went, all of us, me, him, and a bunch of other friends went to Vegas.
Mhm.
And he goes, like, we had different hotel rooms, and I went to go do a show. And then after he comes and meets me, he goes, what's up with Vegas? I go, what do you mean? He goes, the swinger clubs, they suck here. He goes, they're terrible. He goes, in Russia, it's the best.
I've never been in a swinger club in Russia.
Oh, okay, I was just testing you.
I'm like, how are they? We have swinger club in Russia. I didn't know. That's like some privileged stuff.
It might be. I don't know.
But Russians are very conservative with sex. Like, no, we're not. We just don't talk about it. Like,
Mm.
here, like Americans, like we can discuss penises, your
Yeah.
penis. I'm just like Russian people. We don't do that.
Really
Yeah, we're like very like
conservative about it.
conservative. We do a lot of dirty stuff,
Yeah.
at home, but we don't talk about it.
That's like East Berlin. You know how they kind of like when the wall was up, they
Mhm.
like were so uh like not allowed to wear certain things and do certain
Mhm.
reading certain
Yeah.
things. And it was so like so much like, oh, you can't do this, that you can't do that. Finally, when they were allowed to, it became this crazy freak fest. And
Yep.
now you go to East Berlin nightclub and you're allowed to have sex in the East Berlin nightclub.
What?
Yeah, it's legal. They even have rooms with mats and stuff.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
And you can watch them or
You can watch or you can have.
wow.
Yes. It's like all the nightclubs are like legal, like you can legally have sex in them.
Why people don't? It should be like the most popular travel destination then, is it?
Well, it's very hard to get in
Oh,
too.
okay.
So they're notorious for having door people that
Mhm.
when you go online, the door person looks at you and decides if you can come in because they like to, they want to
Okay.
keep it. They don't want people recording or
Yeah.
like it's very secretive.
Have you been there? Like,
Yeah, I have.
oh my gosh, what
Yeah.
was your experience? You had sex there?
Of course.
Of course. Like
Of
when I was-
course. Yeah, I'm not gonna go to a restaurant and they tell me here's the dessert you should eat and not eat that dessert.
Hold on, but did you bring a girl or you met a girl there? Or was it a guy?
No, I brought a girl.
You brought a
because,
girl, yeah.
Because here's the thing, I didn't want to take a chance on it not happening. I show up and I just,
Yeah, you brought a
So
girl.
I said it's gonna have to happen.
Wow.
Yes.
And she was okay with it?
Yeah, she was okay with
She was
it.
like,
She
yeah.
was. I was the one a little nervous, and she was like, "Get your ass in there."
Let's just do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. She just she grabbed me by my organic penis and
Okay.
dragged me in there.
It's like we're doing it right now.
Yes, yes. But it was it's like a crazy like nightclub that they throw in a warehouse, but it looks like a warehouse. Like
Mhm.
if you were walking by yourself at night, it's not a place you would want to go into.
Wow.
But that's just they don't really like here in LA, and stuff like that. They always like try to like make it look like really like
Fancy.
fancy and everything. There they
Red
don't care about it. They
carpet.
care about like the music and partying.
Mhm.
And they really care about their DJs. And so
Would you do it again?
would I go
Yeah.
back to East Berlin?
To that club?
To that club? I would definitely go back to that club.
Definitely, yeah.
Yes,
So you loved it.
absolutely. I
But-
loved it. I had the best time.
Oh my gosh! But that like other people can join you guys, or no? It's like it's still like
It's like a big room where anyone can have
Have
sex
sex,
in.
yeah.
Yes.
Damn.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think people are just going like, I'm like, working and then all of a sudden a finger just pops in my butthole. Oh!
Well, it sounds like a free thing, Like why not?
Well,
I'm sorry.
I think there's still the respect thing. It's like, hey, how are you doing? I'm like, I see your balls are dragging on the floor. Do you want me to lift them?
Yeah, there is some like manners.
Yeah, there's manners there. Yeah. There's manners there.
Okay, good.
There is, yeah, and it's very respectful.
Is
yeah.
it mostly German people or it's international?
It's a lot of German people.
Mhm.
I think that's what the door person there for,
Mm.
because they don't want like just random
Dumb
international
international
people that are
tourists.
just coming just to be like, oh, like and be weird
Yeah.
there. They want people that are actually, gonna enjoy the atmosphere.
What I noticed with Germans are very like liberal and free in terms of sex, and
Yeah.
also like when you go to the saunas. Actually, in Turkey, I was in sauna. It's like public, women and men.
Yes, that's
And
how
s-
it was over there.
Yeah, and they're all naked.
Yes,
Like
that's,
and you see like a family with a 5-year-old kid, and they're
well,
all
I didn't
naked.
see that. No, whoa! Don't put me in that sauna.
Yeah, that's how it
That's
was.
a hot box I don't want to be in.
Steven. Now I know your preferences. 16 and younger.
No. Keep me out of that hot box. I don't want to be in that hot box.
Okay, out. But it was like naked parents, naked kids.
I didn't see any kids or families.
But it's a sex thing.
It was
in
the
sauna.
ones I saw was like that were co-ed. They're most like just couples in there.
Couples. But
Yeah.
they're all naked, and for them it's normal. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, super normal. Like
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow.
And for kids also. In Russia, like we have a lot of public saunas and you can rent them, right? And they know notorious for men just grab 10 men and they order hookers to the sauna.
What?
But they don't have sex in a sauna.
Because too crazy.
It's
like
too crazy.
yeah,
You can have a heart attack.
You exactly. I don't know, your cardio, like, would have to be like, you'd have to do Bikram all the
It's
time
like
to
a
be
hot
ready.
yoga. It's like a hot
Yeah.
yoga. Well, it could be a new type of exercise, hot sex, right? But so they would call in hookers and they have like couches outside and lunch areas. And it's like, like women know if your guy tells you, I'm going to the sauna with my buddies, like you do wherever you can, but you don't let him go there. Like you throw a tantrum, you tell him you're going to leave him, but you don't let your guy to go to the sauna with his guys
Wow.
because they more than likely is going to be few hookers there.
So, okay, so they're at the sauna, but do they really go in the sauna or they're
They
just
do
there with
go to the sauna, but like after the sauna, between the sauna, but we also drink. Like when you go to the sauna in
Yeah.
Russia, like between like going to the sauna and like lunch area, and you drink like vodka or beer,
Really?
which is not healthy at all. Like you can die,
That's
literally.
wild,
Wow,
yeah.
yeah, and the fuck, yeah, that's the thing.
But outside the sauna.
Outside the sauna, you should ask your Russian friend. Yeah,
I gotta yeah, I'll ask him about this because
yeah,
this is insane. So you're just getting you're partying pretty
you're
much at the
partying at
sauna.
the sauna. Yeah, you're getting wasted.
Wow, you're
Yeah,
just getting drunk and depleting yourself of the water in your body and then just
it sounds horrible, but that is what it
I
is.
bet I would I'd never looked better.
Yeah. Okay, tell me, are you working on a special? What's going on in your career wise?
Currently right now, I think there's been a shift in my career. I think now I'm just trying to go to Russian saunas.
Do comedy there. Imagine to do comedy in the sauna.
I don't know. You think people, how long do people usually sit in the sauna?
You can do up to 10 minutes, I would say.
10 minutes. I do
10.
way longer than that.
How long can you do it?
I do like 30
Oh, you
minutes.
haven't been in real sauna. You've
Really?
been like in a what kind of sauna? Like
Like it, really hot. I like it really hot. I throw like
it
the
has to be
water.
like over 100.
I make it. Well, I don't know how hot it
Yeah.
is, but I like it to be as hot as can be. I like to see people leave. I sit in there just.
Like I feel stronger than you. Imagine to do like sauna that people have to suffer and laugh at the same time.
Oh,
Oh my
well,
gosh.
isn't it like in the opposite in the comedy clubs? They want to turn it really cold.
Yep. So people like
So
feel like
yeah,
awake.
yeah. But
Yeah.
if it's really hot, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, you know who does it? Kira Sultanovic. She has a podcast in sauna. She's Russian too.
She has a podcast in
In
a sauna.
sauna. She invite guests and the boss like sweat. She has a little sauna in her house.
Yeah,
And she's in her bikini in like little hat and she has a guest and like imagine us right now, but
yeah,
almost naked with a hat and we're
yeah.
like chatting in sauna.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So the podcast is only 10 minutes because you're telling
Yeah, I
people.
don't think I cannot do more than 10 minutes. I don't know how
Oh.
you do more. It's like insane. I'm telling you, you're more Russian than you think you are.
I think it's because I don't drink vodka when I do it.
Well, you chase women, you sit in sauna for 30 minutes. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know I was so Russian, but I'm
Like,
kind of into it now. I'm like, all
have
right.
you done DNA test?
DNA test?
Like,
No, I haven't.
me neither.
Yeah,
I'm afraid to do it. I feel like when they get your samples, they just like know information about you.
yeah. I'm really worried that like my DNA test is gonna come back and it's gonna be like 12% cockroach. So
I think I'll be happy with it. I'm like, oh, this is unique.
yeah.
That's unique.
What are you just fully Russian or
Russian, Ukrainian, but people say I'm Mongolian because of my eyes. Like they see some Asian in me. So
yeah?
I don't know. Like I guess I need to do. But my mom is Ukrainian, my father's Russian. That's as far as I know. And my
Ah.
father's really cheap. It makes me think that he's Jewish, and like beyond cheap. So we always joke about it. And he
Does,
can, yeah.
does your family still live in Russia?
No, they moved here a few years
Oh
ago. I moved
wow.
first, and then I moved them.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. You said, come on, come over
Come
here.
on,
It's great.
yeah, yeah. They're in Florida now, so
Oh, they're in Florida?
hmm
Oh,
I
that's
know.
the spot.
That's a spot for them. For them, it's cool, you know.
Yeah.
But and it's a lot of Eastern European communities, like they feel like at home. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you go visit or no?
I haven't been in last 5 years, but I
Oh,
feel
really?
yeah. When you go to Russia, it's like it's hard. Like especially after being here for 10 years. Like first time I came, like I start smiling, and people look at me like I'm stupid. You know, like why are you smiling? Like
When you came to
to Russia to visit.
Oh,
Like you're not supposed to smile. You're
really?
not supposed to be nice to people. Like if you go to the restaurant, you have to treat waitresses as shit.
Why is that?
Otherwise, they don't respect you.
Really?
You have to be really mean. Like you literally call the waitress like this.
Whoa.
Yeah,
And then
it's
if you smile, what do people think?
they think you pussy, you like weak.
Whoa, oh my
Oh,
word.
yeah, it's like you have to be really mean. You have to be mean. Otherwise, they feel like they can take advantage of you.
Wow, all the Russian friends I know, they smile a lot. They're very nice.
Well, we adjusted. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
the first time I came here, but I stayed like all my like I would meet people, but I was like I wasn't able to make friends. But then like, oh, they think I'm a bitch because like I'm like we just don't smile. Like it takes for us
Yeah.
a while to like warm up, you know.
So do you prefer the warm smiley or do you prefer the Russian style of when someone meets
No, I
you?
like smile. I
Okay.
like friendly faces, you
Yeah.
know. Like who wants to see the like resting beach face all the time? That's why I don't want to go back. I'm like, oh no, guys, you do your thing, I do my thing.
So Russian men, when they make love, even they don't smile. They're like,
Of course not. Yes, they look mean as fuck. Like, do you want to kill me? You want to murder me? What are you trying to do?
oh my word.
Take your Russian friend to this club in Germany. You'll see how he fucks. You'll be surprised.
Well, you know what? I'm scared. I am terrified. He's just like he's like looking over at me. He's like,
This is how you're supposed to do
and
it.
I'm like, are you having a good time? He's like, I'm having a great time. I'm like,
Yep. Yep. That, Saul, going back to you, we were just talking about Russian man before you came in.
yeah. Well, it happens. It
It
happens.
happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And now I'm excited to get the whole scoop on the turkey guys.
Well, go to the swing clubs there and see. I never slept with a turkey guy, so I don't know. But maybe you can tell me after your trip.
I'm gonna show your picture to some turkey guys when I'm over there. I'm
Okay.
gonna be like, "Look." And then if they smile, I go, no.
No, you're not supposed
No,
to.
no,
Bad man,
no,
bad
yeah,
guy,
yeah, yeah,
bad
yeah.
boy, bad
Yes,
boy.
exactly. I'm like, bad boy, bad boy.
No, I don't think Turkish men. They're more like a Russian, even worst. I feel like I heard they're very abusive with women at home, but I don't know if it's
Oh,
true.
really? I
Yeah.
don't know. I have,
But there's a difference, like rough
yeah,
sex or abusive, you know? Like what is a
yeah.
man could be just rough in sex or
My
somebody
mom
can
went to Turkey once, and she said that the guys were trying to grab her.
really
Yeah,
like just like sexually
that
or
I don't know. She said she was like scared though, but like and she's like, and then I was with your father, and she goes, your dad's a big old pussy. She's like, so I had to defend myself. She's like, I wear the pants in this relationship. She's like,
Oh my
I had to fight him off. She's like, they're about to take your father too, and he's just standing there like all like, oh, what's going
Well,
on?
let
She's
me take
like,
a picture.
yeah, exactly. She's like, they're gonna throw you in a trunk, Kenny.
I love your mom.
Oh, my mom is super gangster. She grew up in the Bronx.
Okay.
Yeah, she's like a pistol packing woman. I've seen her pull guns on people.
What? Just
Yeah,
randomly or
yeah.
tell me one story.
When I was in New York, I was like a little kid, and a guy came out with a knife and tried to like rob my mom and my dad. And my mom's like, okay, let me just give you what I have. And she like reached in her purse, she pulled out a gun. She's like, you messed with the wrong woman today.
Oh,
And yeah, and the
damn.
guy's like being like scared. She's like, oh, now you want to be nice, huh? Now you want to be, and and she's like, I should rob your ass right now.
Oh my gosh, what did your dad do?
My dad was scared.
You got scared of your
Yeah.
mom. He was like, take him, not me.
Yeah. He's like, no, honey. Ah.
That's funny. Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
How many?
Brothers, two brothers.
Two brothers.
Yeah.
Oh wow. She runs the whole family.
She runs the whole family. Yeah.
Are you
And
like
then,
afraid of her?
yeah, everyone's afraid of her. She had my older brother when she was 15.
Wow.
Yeah, she just popped
Pop
him
her
right out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but now she's done, right?
Well, you never know.
No.
I think for her it's like horror movies.
Horror
You
movie.
think they're done making a new Halloween, and then there's another one that comes out. We're at Scream 6 now or 7.
7.
Yeah, exactly. You're like the run's done, and it's like dun 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 dun.
So, does your brothers do comedy?
No,
No, just you.
no. My older brother is 52 right now, and he just got divorced. So now he's resowing his wild oats. So he just found out about bottle service.
Mhm.
So now he's going out to nightclubs and getting bottle service, and he's like dancing. He dances on the couch like he's the pretty girl.
I want to see that.
I have videos of it. It's so wild.
He's having the time of his life.
Yeah, and so my friends saw him dancing, and my friends like what was that your brother pulled in the club? I was like, what do you mean? He goes, he had like a gun or something. I go, what do you mean? And he goes, he shows me a video of it. And it's like my brother's dance moves are like the moves like he does like the basketball, and then he goes, and he does like the gun. And he's like, bro, he's just dancing all of a sudden, pull
The
a gun
gun.
out. Yeah. And I was like, whoa.
You got it from your mom.
Yeah. That's what I think. He's like,
That's a mom jeans right
Yeah,
there.
yes, yeah, yeah, he gets down.
Look at that.
So he loves to dance. He was just he'll fly like somewhere every weekend
Mhm.
to go to like a different club and go party and stuff. So
Wow.
yes, yeah,
Wild.
yeah.
Does your mom come to your shows?
No, she hates him. She hates the shows.
Why? What did she
Yeah,
do?
she'll call me up and she's like, "I saw you talking shits about me on the YouTubes."
I'm like,
I'm
"Do you have
like,
a
"What?"
gun next to you,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
mom?"
yeah, yeah, yeah. She's like, "I'll get your ass." I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, but she give you so much material, you have to.
Yeah, she gives me a lot of material and she hates that I like something happens, like crazy
Mhm.
will happen with, and I'll talk about it after on stage, and she'll be like, if you talk about me one more time on stage, I'm gonna kick your ass.
I do the same as my dad because when he like talks shit to me or like he's been like mean or aggressive, I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna create a bit about it, and
Yeah.
he stops right away.
Oh wow.
Like I found how to manipulate him. Like once he gets mad, I'm like, oh, you gave me so much material right now. Can't wait to try it on stage. That's it.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
he's
mom, that wouldn't stop my mom. My mom's challenged me to a fist fight.
what?
Yeah. She's like, That's it. I've had enough." She goes, "Put him up. Put your dukes up." And I'm like, "What are you doing?" She punched me. I was like, "Oh." And I said, "What are you doing? I'm not a banker."
Like,
Oh.
call back. It's called call
Yeah.
back.
Punching me in the face. I was like, "Oh gosh."
How many times your dad was punched in the face by your mom?
So one time my dad cursed at my mom, and my mom's like, "What the hell did you call me?" I think he was like, "You bitch." She's like, "What'd you say?" And so he got scared, started running up the stairs, and she grabbed his legs and pulled him out and dragged him down the stairs. And he's like, "Do do 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 do," and she's like, "Get your ass down here." And she flipped around, started slapping him.
Oh my
So, and he's
god.
like, He goes, "Come on, friend, you knocked my glasses off. You knocked my glasses off." And she's like, "Shut up, you little pussy of a man."
God.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I wonder what kind of sex your parents have.
I don't know. She says that they don't have sex.
Well, he's probably afraid of her.
I think so.
I think he rapes him.
He's really I think he is super afraid of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because my mom used to be like a correctional officer.
Oh
Yeah, she
shit.
worked in jails. So she's like, "You gotta be tough, when you're dealing with these
Of
people."
course. But what about your dad? What was his job?
Engineer.
Oh my gosh, what a combination.
Yeah, I know. Right?
And he stayed. Like stayed married. They're still married, right?
No, they were divorced,
Oh, it's divorced.
but they still live in the same house.
What?
Yeah, yeah. The whole time I've known them, divorced, but still in the same house.
That's crazy. But do they see other people?
Well, my mom is like, yeah, she likes to go meet other people. My dad's like, my dad's not. He's not like he can't approach people like a Russian man.
Yeah.
He's
You need
very
to get
shy.
class from
He's
your
like
friend. Yeah.
my dad's like, "Hey, what's your Instagram?" My dad's really old school though. He's
Okay.
like, "Hey, what's your MySpace?"
MySpace. Can I follow you home?
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, you got a AOL chat?"
I don't even know what is that.
He goes, "Where should I find you on the Craigslist?"
Craigslist. Yellow page.
Yeah, 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 exactly. He's like,
What page are you on?
he's like, "Deborah."
But does your mom bring guys home, like man?
Yeah, yeah. So my mom at one point she moved one of her boyfriends into the house. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But she said that he was not her boyfriend. But then we all found out, and it got really awkward. And then to my dad, when the guy was outside, like in the car with my mom, my dad's like, "Let's go out there and have a little chat with this guy." My dad goes out and he takes off his shirt, and I don't know why, because he's not very intimidating. He's like 140 pounds, so he like takes off his shirt. He's outside. He's like,
He's trying to find you?
he was, I don't know, trying to look intimidating or something. But like it just like if he takes off his shirt, he's less intimidating. 'Cause you're like, what is going on?
No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like a bird's chest. He's like,
But-
"Come here, ah."
Damn, what a family.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a sitcom. You
Yeah.
can film a sitcom.
Definitely. I need to. I need
Your
to write
mom
a
is
sitcom on
bad.
this family.
Yeah, your mom is bad bitch.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes. She gets down.
she's like, I have one guy in her house. I'm gonna bring another one.
Hmm. And then my grandma is from the Bronx or from Puerto Rico,
Hmm.
and she only speaks Spanish. And she does like Santeria.
What is that?
Santeria, it's like a Caribbean religion.
Hmm.
It
It's
yeah,
like
well
voodoo stuff or no?
voodoo is like
Haitian.
yeah, it's Haitian. It's like something they have similarities but they're different. Yeah, they're
Tell
completely
me,
different.
what does she do?
So they like she used to have like a Santeria shop, and they would like call like get a bunch of people together and call spirits and
Oh,
stuff, and then
how
spirit would jump into
fun.
somebody, and they'd be like,
This is so much fun.
"Yeah, well, it's wild, yeah, for sure." And then
Have you
they kill the chicken, and they throw
have you
the
done
blood.
any of that stuff?
I've been there for some of the stuff. I've never done any of the stuff.
Wow.
Yeah,
That would be cool. And why do they kill a chicken?
it's just part of the religion. You have to have a sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, yeah, you have to have the sacrifice. It's like mandatory in the religion.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
I sometimes think it would be cool to have a voodoo
you
doll.
know what's crazy? My mom actually said she one time they didn't have the chicken. She goes, call your father over here. He's a chicken. I was like, whoa.
That's a good bit. Like sacrifice your dad.
Oh,
Maybe something good gonna come out of it.
she says, yeah, she gets mad at him all the time, so it's really funny just to watch them two go at it.
But do they still like talk? Like what kind of relationships they have?
Yeah,
They're living
yeah.
in
I
the
mean,
house.
yeah, they live together. So of course they have to talk.
They
Yeah,
have to talk.
yeah,
Yeah.
they have to talk. But I think they just live together just because they're like, like, hey, pay half this rent.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah,
easy.
yeah,
It's
it's easy,
easy.
right? Once
It's
you've been with somebody for a long time, it's hard to break old habits, right? Old
mm-hmm.
habits
Yeah. Have you ever
die
lived with
hard.
somebody?
Have I lived with somebody?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've lived with. Yeah, I've had guy roommates. I've lived with significant others.
Significant, yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I do
You do a
decent.
decent
I
job.
do a
You don't pull
decent
guns
job.
on them.
No, I don't pull any guns. I let them eat organic.
Cage free.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So I feel like it's good. It's good.
That's good.
What about yourself? Have you?
Well, I'm the only child, you know? So for
Oh
me, like,
wow.
I recently started living with roommates and I thought I'm gonna hate it, but I actually love it.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
Hmm.
I'm like, I never knew it's gonna be so much fun. You come home, you have somebody, we always like throw parties, we do stuff together.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
fun. I'm like, wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, I get that. When I first moved out to LA, I used to live with I had like 6 roommates in like a 2-bedroom condo.
Wow.
Yeah. And so one of them was a Miami porn star that we
Mhm.
didn't know he was a Miami porn star.
He was a guy. Okay.
Well, yeah, he was a guy. And I don't even know, I use the term porn star loosely. So we found out because I had this gay roommate named Eric, and he goes, "Oh my gosh." He goes, "Did you know Francisco does porn?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "Well, I was just like randomly looking at the site, and it popped up, and this guy's jerking off on there." And I'm like, "What? No way." And he's
Wow.
like, "I'll show you." And I'm like, "Okay." So
Okay.
I don't know why I got excited to see this, but
Yeah.
I was because I'm like, I gotta see
Yeah.
if this is a real face.
Yeah.
We see it, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's him."
That's Francisco.
Yeah, yeah, that's Francisco. And so then we talked to him about it. We're like, he's like, he sees the video, goes, "That's not me." And we're like, "That's you." And he's like, "That's not me."
Oh my gosh, with
Yeah.
straight face, he just says it.
Straight face. So now he said it so well that I was questioning if it was him.
But you know what? Like I know some. Well, he's not a comic, right?
No.
But for some comics, it helped. Like, what is her name? Oh my gosh, Whitney Cummings. She had like a porn leaked from her phone
Really?
right before her special came out, the first one.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it's like helped her tremendously.
Whoa.
Then some WWE stuff like divas, like they also had like their porn like page. She had like her somebody
This
hacked
is
her
all
phone,
leak stuff,
leaked
though.
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm like, is it really leaked? Like if it comes out right before
That's what I
something
wonder
important,
too. I
yeah,
wonder that too, because it's the best way to get like a bunch of
yeah, like
publicity. And if
publish
you're okay, if you don't care, then it's like
exactly,
nothing else is gonna get people talking as much, right?
exactly.
Didn't Sylvester Stallone do porn?
He did.
You've seen this.
I actually I should look it up, but I know I read about it.
I read it, but I
Have you
didn't
seen?
know.
We need to
I,
look it up.
I didn't know if it was true that he did porn or if it was like one of those urban legends, like Richard Gere putting a gerbil in his ass.
I
Have
haven't heard of it.
you heard
No,
that? You never heard
no,
that Richard Gere put a gerbil in his ass?
no.
Really? I thought this was a popular.
So it's for real? Yeah,
We've
he's
heard
also
that. I don't know if it's
You
real,
heard
but I
it
know
too,
we've heard
right?
it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, see? But nobody knows if it's real or not. Nobody's seen any proof. The same thing with the Sylvester Stallone
Stallone,
thing.
yeah.
I don't know anybody who's actually seen the porn, but we all heard. Well, now you have heard. You didn't
Yeah.
know this, but now we all heard 2 things that we know. Sylvester Stallone's done porn, and Richard Gere had a gerbil in his booty.
So what kind of legend we should come with you? Like you have to have the story.
Oh, I don't know. Because now the stuff's so
It's
crazy
so
that it's
crazy.
like,
It doesn't impress people
yeah,
anymore,
nothing's
right?
impressive
It's like if
now.
I did porn, they'd be like, okay,
Like, it'd be more impressive if I was like, came out here and I was like, hey, I'm 35 years old, and
virgin.
yes, I'm a virgin.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep it until I'm
Yeah,
married.
oh, you know what was weird though? I was a virgin till I was 22 because my parents told me if I had premarital sex, I'd go to hell.
Well, I was a virgin to my 20s too, so
Oh, okay. So see, yeah, but I was like scared that like
to go
I
to
was gonna
hell?
burn in a fiery lake if my pee touched a V.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I was just like busy, like with life. Like I didn't have
Oh,
time.
see, so
Like
you're just turning them down. See,
yeah,
I wasn't turning them down. Jesus was turning them down.
Jesus, it's all
Yeah.
Jesus' fault.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
God.
my parents were like my mom would always tell me, she'd be like, as a child, I was going to bed, and she goes, "Yeah," and she goes, "Maybe you'll meet someone nice, you'll get married, but if you do have sex before you're married, you'll go to hell."
Well, she gave birth to a child when she was 15,
Yes.
so she's going to hell. She knows
Well,
it.
she says I asked her about that, and she goes, "No, I was married by that time." And I was like, Who were you married to?" She's like, "This 27-year-old man." I was like,
Uh,
"What?"
How?
And she says it was like a kind of like arranged marriage.
Arrange. Wow, they do it in
I don't
Catholic.
know.
Well,
I'd
they do.
never
Yeah,
heard of that, like,
yeah.
happening in, like, New
In
York, but
Bronx.
yeah, in the Bronx, but she said that's what she says her mom had her, like, an arranged marriage.
Wow.
Yeah.
But can you imagine how many people like religion affect our brain?
Yeah. Oh, of course.
It's insane. But what would made you like break the rule? One day you were like, "Fuck it, I'm going to hell. I just have to fuck." Like, what was the point? Like, what
Yeah,
was the
I don't
breaking
know, I
point?
guess, like, yeah, after a while, it's just like the well, then I started realizing that I didn't want to be married, I don't like marriage.
Mm,
So then I was just like, well,
yeah, it's never gonna happen,
yeah, it's
right?
never gonna happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because I think marriage is more like a construct for children, like, it's like the show like, if you have children, then it shows, like, there's structure and there's a
Mm,
family and there's, like,
mhm.
a tribe,
Yeah.
but if you're not having children, then what is the reason
You don't
for
want to have
marriage?
children?
No.
Why not?
I don't know,
Maybe not.
I don't know, I don't
You
have
don't.
the urge, there's nothing inside
I
me that
don't
says reproduce, reproduce,
reproduce.
and also I'm scared that, my mother's gene is gonna go into the child,
Your
and
child
then
gonna
that
pull a gun on you?
yeah, yeah, that child's gonna, go after me mercilessly.
Oh my gosh, you got traumatized for real.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
But I know somebody told me, I don't know if it's true or not, that Justin Bieber always says in all his interviews that he decided to be a virgin till he marries, and he was a virgin till he married that
I think
model.
that's a lie.
It's a huge lie. There's like
Yeah.
videos of him like with prostitutes,
Yes,
but
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, there's videos of him in the saunas in Russia. So
with Russian hookers.
yeah, yeah, so I think
Yeah,
he's lying. I think
it's
he's
just
just saying that
yeah.
because he doesn't want his mama to be mad.
But I like that young comics come out on stage like, "Oh, I'm a virgin," like in their 20s. I think it's a better concept. Yeah, to say I'm a virgin than be like, "Oh, I'm a porn star." Like for marketing wise,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
marketing perspective, it's more interesting.
You know what I noticed though? It's like I feel like porn in comedy have this similar thing where it's like if you do it once, you're like, I'm a comedian, I'm a porn
Yeah.
star.
And when is your tour in Europe?
In May.
May.
I leave May 4th.
Okay, sounds good. I'll try to publish it before May so people in Europe knows.
Oh,
So
that'd be
tell
great.
them where are you going?
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm gonna be in May. I'm gonna be in Spain, Italy, and Turkey, touring all over that
And it's
area.
all on your website,
Yeah,
on your
it's all on
Insta.
my website. You can go on my Instagram at Steven Briggs Comedy. Putting out new videos every day on there. So
Well, sounds good. Okay, we have to wrap it up. It's been fantastic having you.
thank
You're
you
so
for
much
having me. This has
fun.
been great.
Yeah, I
I
learned.
learned a lot. You learned a lot. I learned a lot. We
Yeah,
learned a lot together. This has
yeah.
been
This has
amazing.
been fun. I'd love to have you back. Thank you
Absolutely.
much. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, thank you so much. Check out his website. He's great. And he's really funny. His crowd for work is amazing. He kills it.
I
Yeah.
appreciate
Thank you, guys. Yeah, peace out.
that.